Red Dead Redemption 2 is known for being a very realistic game, with lots of details, a good plot and great characters, but, from Bigfoot to Whispering Forests, it is actually full of horror and completely supernatural events. Here are 10 secrets and several disturbing RDR2 Easter eggs that will keep you up at night. 1. Whispering Forest. In the forest around the Roanoke Valley, ghostly whispers can sometimes be heard, their source appearing to be a deceased couple named Eugene Hutton and Ethel Boshard who were murdered by witchcraft. In fact, you can see their entire story on film in a movie called The Ghastly Serenade. Some of the phrases they say are about wanting to go home and not being able to. 2. Bigfoot. Around Mount Shawn, you can find the skeleton of a giant human-like creature under a cliff. Bigfoot previously appeared in Red Dead Redemption 1's Undead Nightmare. This creature appears to closely resemble Bigfoot. Arthur E. John noted the skeleton in his diary as giant remains. 3. Frozen Settler. Near Mount Hagen, Arthur is able to find the frozen remains of what appears to be a Spanish explorer from the appearance of his armor. Possibly one of the first explorers of these lands. You can take his helmet, and were it called Morian Helmet Inspection will provide you with the following journal entry that says, "I found a guy frozen long ago." 4. Mammoth Bones. Another secret of the Grizzlies, you can find the remains of a mammoth. It feels like Rockstar dumped whatever weird skeletal remains they could think of into Red Dead Redemption 2's Grizzly Bear Country. 5. Nice Cabin. You can find this cabin a little north of Big Valley, which has a little surprise. 6. Small Church. Deep in the swamp, you can find a small church that was apparently built for dwarves or perhaps hobbits. It seems to be completely abandoned. You can enter by crouching. You will also lose honor if you try to shoot it. Arthur wrote in his diary that it seemed to him a very small church for a very small congregation. 7. Pagan Rituals. A brutal display in which someone appears to have been sacrificed in a strange ritual to a pagan god. Arthur can remove the mask from his body and use it for himself. There doesn't seem to be much of an explanation for this, but it seems consistent with the traditions of the night folks of the bayou, so possibly they are the ones behind this. 8. Faces in the Trees. West of the Oangilla Dam, here you can find faces carved into the trees. I found these faces carved into the tree. I wonder what they were trying to tell me, if anything. 9. Strange Statues Puzzle. Around the window rock you can find this cave painting that represents the solution to a puzzle that you can find not far from this place in a cave near the Bacchus Bridge. In this cave you will find a series of statues with switches to interact with. Clicking on 2, 3, 5 and 7 in that order will reward you with 3 gold bars. 10. Predictions of the Blind Man. In one of the game's many random events, you can meet the blind Cassidy, who will tell Arthur or John about his future in exchange for a donation. The blind man accurately predicts the events of Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 throughout the game, with the most damning prediction regarding John's end in Red Dead Redemption 1. And these have been 10 supernatural and curious events about Red Dead Redemption 2. The game is full of more and more curious facts, a work of art for video game lovers.